These are things we have to think about. And we can't turn the other way, because the reality is that you are sending them to an environment for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. And imagine that you're sending your children every single day to an environment that is not wholesome, that is not clean. And then you say that, but they're gonna come home and they're gonna interact with us for an hour or two, because you know what, they're doing their homework. It's not like you're interacting in terms of like an Islamic type of influence that much every day. But what they are getting is a good 8-hour dose every single day from school. And finally, I want to tell you this, and this is a big reality we cannot ignore. Right now, the group who is most bullied, most harassed, most abused at school is the Muslim children. We are being attacked in schools, and I mean various different ways, both physically as well as mentally and psychologically attacked. The statistics are actually quite scary. And what we have to do is realize that this is what we're putting our children through. We're gonna be asked, what did we do? Not only to teach our children, but to protect them. To put them in an environment where they are being abused and bullied regularly is something we're gonna be asked about, especially if there's an alternative. I was actually quite shocked when I heard about the numbers that attend this school. I was shocked, because this is a school that I was like, you're accredited? Yeah, we're accredited. You have this system and that, yeah, you have AP classes, these are things that the top schools have. And for a price that is a fraction of the price that we are spending to send our children to private schools, I couldn't understand it. I honestly couldn't understand it. And I honestly believe there is no excuse for it. To not support this effort when it is both strong academically as well as Islamically, and giving our children their right, which is to give them the best environment possible. And by the way, everything I've said so far, I didn't even talk about drugs. Okay? But there's a big problem with drugs. A big problem with drugs. And I'm telling you that you're putting your children in this environment. How can you think you're not going to be asked? That you didn't do your utmost best to give them the best environment, to give them their best opportunity, and to protect them the most you can. I understand you can't protect your children from everything. I get that. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can protect them. But wallahi, you're going to be asked about what you did. You're going to be asked about, did you do your part to give them the best protection and the best opportunity to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that they can. And if they get lost, you will be asked, what part did you play in that? What part did you play in that?